Hello everyone, it's Realtor Dave again, and I'm here today to talk about kind of a follow-up to a video I put out probably middle of last month, and that is just a little bit more about investing. And in this particular case, I'm going to talk about tenant selection. Now, tenant selection is actually, for better or worse, one of the things I really do really well. And there's a few basics you can do, and I talked about in my last video, check references, check work references, landlord references. But beyond that, in Calgary these days, we're at a point where if you have a good rental property, you price it well, you're going to get a lot of interest from some very good tenants. So one of my clients asked me, well, if you're in a situation, how do you narrow it down? Say you have 5 people and you've checked their references and they have good work references, good landlord references, what else should I be looking for? And so it got me thinking, what else do I look for? So I have a few basic criteria, and the first one I have is that as soon as someone starts telling me a pity story, it's like, oh, my life is so hard, this has happened, blah blah blah, this has happened, and I don't really know them, they're just trying to use kind of a sympathy card on me, I immediately cut them. Now it may sound pretty cold, but from my experience, people who start off a relationship like this will continue this throughout the whole relationship. They'll say to you, oh, sorry I'm late this month, blah blah, this happened. Oh, sorry, I have to move out early, I have to break my lease because this happened. So someone's not giving you a pity party, you don't know them. You're running a business and you're not running a charity. There's definitely charities out there, but if someone starts off the relationship like this, I immediately cut them out of there. Number 2 is if someone comes in making a lot of immediate demands. Now most of the properties I show them well. They're clean, they smell good, they're priced properly. If someone comes in and starts either trying to bargain down rent or says, oh, this place is, can you steam clean the carpets? Can you do this? Would you repaint the place? This isn't really a relationship I'm going to start off. It's not starting off a relationship the way I want it to. This has to be a give and take relationship. I'm going to provide you the place to live, and you're going to pay me rent for it. Kind of the place is as it is. And if I tell people, okay, we do need to do some cleaning, we're just, trying to get this on the market right now, so be it. But if someone comes in and makes a lot of demands, what I found is they will be demanding the entire time. And sometimes they'll just make up the craziest things. They'll start saying, oh, there's bugs in here, or there's a homeless guy breaking into my shed, things like that. And obviously, don't get me wrong, the homeless guy was breaking someone's shed, that's a bit of an issue, but it's not necessarily a landlord issue. So what's number 3? The third thing I'm looking for is I'm looking for someone who's going to communicate well with me. If I call someone up and say, okay, I want to check your references, can you send them along to me? And they take a day to get back to me. Well, it's a bit of a problem. What I've found in the past is that people who don't respond quickly to you are also people who are not going to tell you when there's a problem with your house. Say, for example, toilet overflowed and there's water in the bathroom. Well, you need to get on this issue right away, and it can be a fairly easy fix. But if someone doesn't tell you about it, well, it's going to become a major problem. So it's a little bit opposite number 2, where number 2 is people making lots of demands. On the flip side is that these people are saying nothing, and I need tenants to communicate with me. We're really in a business relationship, and if something's going on that I should know about, they need to tell me. And the fourth thing is that I'm also looking for people who are a little bit handy, but also know their limits. I always like to ask people like, oh, can you fix a few things here and there? Because this is really useful, because I've literally had tenants phone me saying, oh, the light bulb's out. Despite the fact very clear in the lease says you need to change the light bulb, people say, oh, how do I do that? And it's crazy. And I've told a few people a story about the first times I moved in, or one of the first tenants I had, phoned me after electricity got shut off, and they had failed to get an NMAX account, an account with the Alberta Energy Company. And these basic things become real problems. So you want people who are a little bit handy and have a little bit of life experience, so they know they can fix basic things. They won't call you for everything. But again, though, you don't want people trying to do things that they aren't capable of. I've had problems with that in the past too. People trying to change toilets when they really shouldn't have, and this and that. Anyways, guys, so those are kind of my 4 basic things that I look for as a next step up. These are the 4 things I'm looking for in all my tenants. I want them to communicate with me, but not be overly demanding. I want people who aren't trying to play a sympathy card, and will, if something does happen, so be it. But they won't always be relying on that the woe is me people. And of course, I want people who are a little bit handy as well, and I think that's probably obvious. I'll put more out on these investing things. I've actually got a fairly good reaction, and I'm fortunate to work with a lot of investors. I really do enjoy doing that. If you have any questions on this, guys, as always, you can get me at www.realtordave.ca or www.calgaryconoreport.com. And again, I always love hearing from people. 403-990-1278. Give me a call, send me a text. It'd be fabulous to hear from you. Any questions on this, feel free to comment on the video as well. Okay, guys, hope you're all doing well. Talk to you soon. Bye.